So I was at work the other day, and I had a pickup to pick up. And so once I get to the place where I have to pick up the freight, the business is right next to a school, right? And they're little kids, right? These kids gotta be, I wanna say, 8 to 10 years old, somewhere in that. It looked like a kindergarten or something like that, right? And so if you're a person that likes human nature, you like studying human nature, you like the innocence, the true essence of what kids are, you're gonna watch an amusement, right? You wanna learn something new, right? Because all the natural things, how men and women act, is pure in young kids, right? So I'm sitting back watching the kids play, and you see the little groups they gravitate towards, and they're playing sports and all this, right? And so I'm just sitting back analyzing the kids, analyzing the whole situation, right? You begin to notice the sports kids stick with the sports kids. The kids that like swings, they stick with the kids that like swings. You start to notice the activities or what segregate the people, what segregate these kids, right? On top of that, you got Latino kids hanging with Latino kids, white kids with white kids, black kids with black kids, right? It's all normal behavior, right? There's nothing wrong with this, right? But as I'm examining this, I notice a teacher. Well, Miles, there's nothing special about the teacher. The teachers are there to regulate behavior, all that. Nah. This teacher was a woman. That's not anything special. We have women teachers all the time. But what made me so angry, or what made me question the motives of this teacher, right, is, first of all, she's a young woman. And that's not new. We see young women teaching all the time. But this is where the disconnect comes in. She's wearing a short top, right? Herself it's kind of cold outside, so she has like this little short top, so they stop at the torso, they come up, it's a jacket, right? She's covered up. And then she has tights on. The jacket doesn't cover her butt or anything. Now, some of you guys are like, Miles, well, tights are just normal behavior. Like, tights is just what women wear nowadays. Guys, there has to be some kind of principle, some kind of humility when it comes to kids. You don't wear tights around kids. And if you do, you cover yourself up with something that goes down, at least covers your butt, right? Because let's just call tights what they are, right? Some women's tights are so tight, they emphasize a camel toe. And we all know what a camel toe is. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Some of these tights, you can see the underwear of the women or whether or not they even have underwear on when you look at their backside. Granted, if you're in college and you don't give a fuck about your appearance and how people see you and you just want some attention, go for it. But these are young kids. See, she's desensitizing the kids. So by the time he gets to 18, 19, 20 years old, he might not even be aroused half the time by what women are doing. This is why you got so many men hooked on porn. Wait. This is why you got men, young men with erectile dysfunction through porn, through like these women dressing skimpy, all these different things, right? Your brain can only take that for so long before it becomes the norm. And now to get yourself excited, you have to do something else. This is where we get all these different types of fetishes, right? The modern women have fallen from grace. When I was in school, I can't speak for all of y'all, but when I was in school, the women, the young women, the older women, they all dressed proper. They covered themselves up. They had jeans on that weren't too tight. They wore dresses that went all the way down, right? They didn't show any cleavage. They didn't do any of that. They dressed like professionals, acted like professionals. But in today's world, there's no and the other part of this, the person of that school should have sat that woman down and say, hey, I understand that tights is the norm, but not around these kids when you're working with these kids. But guess what? They didn't do that. That's why she has a job. They could give a fuck less about her, just like they could give a fuck less about them kids. This is why public school is damn near a fucking waste of time in today's world. The textbooks are full of lies. There's an agenda being pitched. Agenda undertones being pitched. This is what a collapse, societal collapse, looks like. When there's no rules, there's no sense of order or decency. It's just chaotic bullshit. But that's my video. You guys comment below what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. We're out.